Hey friends, today we are going to learn the first lesson of class 8th standard, that is natural resources. Yeah, a very easy and interesting chapter of this book. Before that, let me ask one question. Can we imagine our life without sun, without water, without trees? No, we can't, right? Yeah, the sun, water, plants, such things are called as resources. Now, natural resources. We see various kinds of living and non living things around us, such as roads, bicycles, human beings, trees, water bodies, sunlight, so many things. Things that occur in nature and that are useful to us are called as natural resources. See, this is the definition of natural resources. Things that occur in nature and that are useful to us are called as natural resources. Many of these natural resources are essential for our survival, and some of them are used for satisfying our needs, for our use. A large number of these natural resources are either living or derived from living organisms. Forest and wildlife are example for living resources, and timber, which we can use for furnishing our home. Animal products like milk, curd, which we can use as our food. These are derived from natural resources, right? These natural resources are called as living resources. Then, what is the definition of living resources? Natural resource that are either living or derived from living organisms are called as living resources. Forest products are example for derive example for living resources and non-living resources. Some resources are derived from non living organisms, non living things, such as fossil fuels like coal and petroleum products are derived from remains of decayed dead organisms over a long period of time. And soil, water, air, and minerals are example for non living resources. Then, what is the definition for non living resources? The resources which are derived from dead organisms or which are non living things are called as non living resources. So, the natural resources are mainly two types, such as living and non living. Living resources are forest and wildlife. Non living resources are again classified into two types, renewable resources and non renewable resources. Now let's know about renewable natural resources. Some natural resources are there. They are replenished in nature very easily. That is renewable in nature very easily. Such resources are called as renewable natural resources. Then the definition of renewable natural resources is some natural resources get replenished in nature very easily. Such resources are called as renewable natural resources. And example for these renewable natural resources are wildlife, forest. Uh, these are renewable natural resources. That resources are renewable in nature very easily, and some of these resources are continuously available for use. For example, solar energy, wind energy, such resources are described as inexhaustible resources. Here, these renewable natural resources are again classified into two types. See here, these renewable natural resources are again classified into two types, such as inexhaustible and exhaustible. Renewable natural resources are classified into two types: inexhaustible and exhaustible. Renewable means they are replenished in nature very easily, such as wildlife, forest, etc. These are again classified into two types, that are inexhaustible and exhaustible. Inexhaustible means these resources are continuously occur in nature. They will never get lose their energy, such as solar energy and wind energy. These are inexhaustible renewable resources. And resources like forest and wildlife may get depleted by continuous use or interference of by humans. However, they can be replenished to maintain a flow, hence they are called as exhaustible resources. Some natural resources have been formed on earth over a long period of time, even billions of years. For example, fossil fuels and minerals. The rate of formation of such minerals is very slow compared to the rate at which they are being used by humans. Such resources which cannot be replenished once depleted are called as non-renewable resources. That is, which cannot be replenished once depleted are called as non-renewable resource. Definition for non-renewable resources is the resources which cannot be replenished once depleted are called as non-renewable resources. Example for non-renewable resources are fossil fuels and minerals, because they take too many time, even they take billions of years to form again once they depleted, so that they are called as non-renewable resources. One very interesting natural resource is there, that is water. Yeah, water is a unique natural resource. As I said earlier, we can't survive without water. Yes, water is a very unique natural resource, as it is very much essential for existence of our life. It is the most critical limiting factor for many aspects of life, such as environmental stability, biodiversity conservation, fuel security, and even health care. In most cases, there is no substitute for water. There is no substitute for water. So water is a very unique natural resource. We can't imagine our life without water, right? In nature, water may change its forms, but we can always retrieve it. Yes, water can change its form as from solid to liquid, from liquid to vaporized, and then vaporized again it converts into liquid, then it converts into solid. So water can change its forms, but we can always retrieve it. The earth holds the same quantity of water as it did when it was formed. Come, let's learn some more about water. You may be aware that nearly 71 percentage of earth's surface is covered by water. 71 percentage of earth's surface is covered by water. Out of that 71 percentage, it is the one of the most important component required for sustaining life on the earth. Nearly 97 percentage of water on earth is held in oceans, seas, and other large water bodies. These 97 percentage of water is held in oceans, that we can't use that water. Then only remaining 3 percentage of water is useful for human beings. In out of these 3 percentage, about 2.4 percentage of water is found in glaciers and polar ice caps, and the remaining water found in Remaining water 0.6 percentage. Only 0.6 percentage of water is found in rivers, lakes, ponds and other water bodies. These are very small percentage which we can use this water only, this amount of water only. So this is the very valuable natural resource available for us. With even such a small quantity of water availability, humans have been using water for various purposes. It is estimated that the average consumption of water by human being ranges from 20 liters to 30 liters per day, depending on their activity and place of living. In burden areas, people use water as very precious thing. In rainy season, during some forest areas, the people who get a lot of water, they can use water as their wish. So here the distribution of water on earth is described in this chart very easily and very attractively. Look at this. Salt water is 97 percentage. 97 percentage of salt water which we can't use, and the remaining fresh water is only 3 percentage. Out of these 3 percentage, 2.4 something, 2.4 percentage is ice caps and glaciers, and the remaining is groundwater. Only use what the surface water is 0.3 percentage. Out of this surface water, lakes are filled with 87 percentage and rivers are with 2 percentage and swamps with 11 percentage. Water is used for various human activities like drinking, agriculture, washing and recreation. In addition, water is used in heat exchange processes, industries and extinguishers. The largest use of water in the is in the agriculture sector. We can't grow crops without water, right? In our country, it is estimated that more than 80 percentage of water is available for human use is employed for agricultural practices. In states like Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, over 85 percentage of irrigation is done through groundwater source. But such a bad thing is we have been misusing the and polluting water to a great extent. Some of the problems related to water in our country are water scarcity, overuse of water, unequal distribution of water. The annual rainfall in the country is about 400 million hectare per meter. Another 20 million hectare meter flows in as surface water. Only 20 million hectare water is flows as surface water. This surface water is considered more than sufficient to provide water for different uses in the country. However, overuse of water and lack of planning have resulted in a state of scarcity. Overuse of water and lack of planning results the scarcity of water. It is necessary to increase the efforts related to conservation of water in both urban and rural area. Importance should be given to educate the people about need for harvesting rainwater resources and constructing watersheds. So March 22 is observed as World Water Day. Each year UNA chooses a specific slogan to highlight a particular theme, to conserve water, to aware the people about water conservation and water usage and planning for water resources usage. So water is called as a very unique natural resource. It can form three states which can convert into solid to liquid, liquid to vaporized, and then again into solid, then again into liquid. So it is called as a very unique natural resource. Out of 97 100 out of 97 percentage is ocean water, remaining 3 percentage is fresh water which is useful. Out of this 3%, 2.4 percentage is glacier water, and the remaining water is we can use water is the remaining water which we can use for our survival. Then again the next natural resource is soil. Let's learn some more natural resources in another video. Now it's quite enough for this video. Thank you.